Well, good evening, everybody from Los Angeles to San Diego to San Francisco, El Paso, oh gosh, New York, Chicago. Thank you for listening in. And hopefully you're having a great evening. I'm your host, Jesse Estevez, aka Handsome Latino, here at LA Talk Radio, your Latino Chisme show from Chatsworth, California. And in just a few minutes, we're going to introduce our guest tonight, and they're going to share with us a bunch of great chismes from their bartending service. And so they're ready to tune in and give us a whole bunch of good stories. So I want to welcome you, everybody from LA here. We know that it's been a rough weekend for all of us. And just want to say really quick before we start our show that our thoughts and prayers go out to Gilroy, El Paso, and Dayton. Our deepest thoughts and prayers to everyone who was affected by this. Bubba, do you have anything to say about this?
I was worried when I first heard about it. I have family out in El Paso. And the thing is, I hate to watch the news because the news is always depressing. Yeah. It really is. So I was just, on Sunday, we went out to eat with my family. And my wife, she came up and she told me that happened.
Yeah.
So then my nephew's like, "Oh, I heard." And we're like, "Dude, really? Why didn't you tell us? We have family in El Paso. Like, why didn't you say something?"
Mm-hmm.
So then right away, my sister got a hold of them to make sure everybody was okay. But it's a scary thing. And it's just horrible the way society's going. And just, you got to watch out for everything. It's just really, really bad.
Yeah.
But, if people learn to live and just get along with each other, it'd be a lot easier out here.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad weekend for all of us, and so our thoughts and prayers go out to the families that were affected, and any friends that are here that are listening. If you had families that were affected by this, our thoughts and prayers go out. But tonight we have a great show, and we hope that you're having a great Tuesday, which is our Taco Tuesday night here at the Chizme Talk Show with your host Jesse Estevez, your handsome Latino, and the big dog.
Ooh.
Morales, yes. And tonight we have some very special guests tonight. We're so happy to have them here tonight. And we have Anya Martinez, correct?
Hello.
Yay!
Thank you.
And
Liana
from the Top Shelf Dogs Bartending Service. They're all over the place. So I'm not going to say what city because they're all over the place. And in just a minute, they're going to share their story, their inspirational story with us, how they began. And, reading their bio, and searching some information about them, it's pretty cool about how they began, and it was through a coupon, believe it or not, right?
On Groupon.
On Groupon, right? That your sister said it was like 50% off, and you said, what the heck, let's try it, man. Something good might come out of it. And a couple years later, here you are with a humongous business.
Yes,
it's blooming and it's growing, and you guys
Very
are just
blessed.
like awesome, right?
Yes.
Congratulations with that. Yeah.
Thank
you.
Woo. It's not easy.
Thank
Not
you.
easy to do, especially a Latina businesswoman in the bartending business.
Yeah.
That's
That's crazy.
girl. Well, we'll
Yeah.
talk about that, and we'll see about your thoughts and what made you do this and get this awesome group of ladies that I thought you were gonna
good.
bring the 16 ladies that I saw in that picture, but I told we're gonna squeeze them in here somehow. So
We
thank
would
you,
have
ladies.
squeezed them in. We got to figure a way out.
Yeah, we would have figured it out.
out.
Yes.
Probably a couple
Yes.
laps.
Exactly.
Oh,
So
no.
say hi to our Facebook friends. They're watching.
Hi.
Hey, hi.
Happy
How are you?
Tuesday.
Good job. Awesome. So I am going to turn it over right now to my good friend, Bubba, the big dog Morales. He's got some important announcements for us. So, Mr. Morales, it's all yours, buddy.
Just a couple quick announcements for everybody. I had this typed up at work. I left it at work. I wasn't feeling too good. So I had to do this again real quick.
Mm-hmm.
The Angels.
Do you have to boo?
Wow.
Dodgers.
The Angels are on a 5-game skid right now.
Really?
Does it even matter?
Okay, they got swept by the
Sorry.
Indians on a 5-game
Sorry,
skid.
but does it even matter?
Okay.
Tuesday. Jeez.
You
Well,
guys don't even
apparently-
know what playoff means.
Apparently, they beat the Dodgers 2 games in a row recently,
Okay,
right?
We
well, that
gave
was
At
you
Dodger
that
Stadium.
because we felt bad for
At
you.
Dodger Stadium.
We let you
And it was just pretty bad the way they beat them up. Anyways,
What did we do to you
anywho,
at your stadium?
it was split.
So,
The Dodgers right now are currently on a 6-1 tear since last Tuesday, so they're doing really good right now.
Dodgers.
Mm-hmm. Go Dodgers.
Boo.
Boo.
Boo to that.
Hater.
Boo to that. And starting this Thursday, of course, the NFL preseason is starting this Thursday with 11 matchups on Thursday night, 2 on Friday night, and 3 Saturday, with my attention on the Frisco-Dallas matchup,
Go Dallas.
where Dallas gets whooped on.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know my sister's listening. She's
go.
a Dallas fan.
It's all
Even though I
day.
love her.
I'm
Dallas.
watching you.
Frisco, baby.
Yeah.
And a couple things going on. The 626 night market is back this weekend over there in San Diego Park. Go out there, enjoy the night. It's amazing food and the atmosphere. It's great. They have live music.
It's great.
And one thing that caught my eye right now was this Saturday, August 10th, at the Linda Vista Hospital, or at least that's what it used to be called. They're going to be doing a walking haunted tour. Tickets are still available. I've been there before. Well, actually, we were a couple houses over, got drunk, and then snuck in. And we walked through the haunted hospital.
Did we
and
give
it
you
was
the
pretty
alcohol?
awesome. No.
Yeah, we do that.
You
right.
should have.
Yeah.
You should have.
See?
But we
didn't-
were
we
pretty
didn't
wasted.
implement that
Yeah.
right
Jumped the
away.
fence and snuck in there, and that place is
Like it.
haunted.
Like it.
Seriously haunted.
I'm
So
not going.
y'all should check that out.
No.
Nope.
Scary.
Other than that, my weekend was awesome. I was totally hungover Sunday. Had a great time playing poker at my uncle's house. I love you, Uncle. Uncle Marty, I love you.
Nice.
Thank you for having us over.
Nice.
And it was just a great weekend. Right now, we're out at on Saturday. I went to a coaching clinic. I won the raffle. I won a Chargers football that had all
Again.
7 of their all pro players from last season on that football. So it was pretty cool. And I raised that gave $500 to our football program at Contreras. So
Nice.
my boys got decals now, so it's all paid for.
Good job.
So I love it. And
Nice.
it was a lot. I met a lot of other coaches that I know from other teams, and it was just a good atmosphere. Awesome.
Yeah.
I really appreciate North Hollywood coach. Thank you for hosting that, and LA Chargers for paying for the instructor to come out there and give us a lot of tutorial. Appreciate that.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
That is awesome. And I know there's a lot of events going on this summer out on public parks and in different cities. So, check the websites, and I'm sure there's something going on in your area and in your neighborhood. And so go out there and have fun and support live bands and live music. It's a great, great opportunity to meet new friends and be close there to the community. So with that, I wanted to introduce our guest for tonight and give you ladies a nice warm Chizme welcome. To Anya Martinez, the CEO of Top Shelf Dolls Bartending Services. How are you, ladies? And thank you for
Good.
being
Very
here
good.
tonight.
How are you
Thank you for
doing?
having us.
How
Thank
you
so much
guys
for coming out
doing?
here.
Good.
How was
thank
the
you.
drive?
Oh, it was good. There was no traffic.
No
this
traffic?
way.
Yeah.
No.
You
it
know,
was
LA
good.
traffic.
It's there, but I mean,
1 mile is
Right.
7 minutes.
Right?
Well,
So
yes.
I was like,
What?
Well,
Why?
we we had been promoting you and letting people
Thank
know
you.
about
Thank you.
your interview tonight, and it caught my eye because first of all, you ladies are doing something really special out there. You had a dream of doing this, and I want you to share with our listeners exactly how this began. Tell us, where you were born, where you were raised, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I am 39. My
Uh-huh.
name is Anya Martinez. I am from San Bernardino, born and raised there. My school grade years were in Rialto, California. From there, we'll skip to I became a hairstylist.
Alright.
Had 3 kids, and here we are. So we're going back to the Groupon story of how I became in this industry. I mean, it wasn't a dream of mine then. Mine was more to do hair and make people happy by making them pretty, making them beautiful,
Right.
feeling good inside, also outside. So once my sister said, hey, there's this Groupon for bartending, I'm thinking, well, who's going to bartend? Like, what are you talking about? She's like, I don't know. It's like only a week, and it was like $200 versus $500. And I was like, okay, let's go. Just for fun. And it was real easy. They didn't teach you too much, but they taught you what you needed to know.
The
and
basics.
the basics,
Yeah.
yeah. So that was in 2011.
Yep.
Correct. So then after that, it was like 2014 until I started getting into the industry. And that was by working at a friend's bar. And from there, I was thinking, well, is this really what I want to do? Am I doing the right thing? Because what I had to do was make more money for my kids.
Right.
And that was so I can get out of my apartment that was really bad to move into a home. And so that's where it kind of began, was on my journey to making more money and something that, I could do for my kids.
Yeah.
So
On the side of from what you were already doing.
yeah, just making extra income, bartending. And I thought, oh, okay, I'm going to put it to use. I mean, I have the certification, so I might as well try.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started learning and learning more as the years went by. It was 2016.
Right.
So about 2016, I brought my sister along as well as my friend Liana here to all like kinds of different events. Or 2017, it started lingering into that. But that's when I was like, I don't want to go by myself. There's a group of like 60, 70 people.
She's really
and,
shy when she
really
walks into
shy.
events.
I'm like,
Very, very shy.
I
So
don't
she
like
always
this.
pushes me first.
I'm like,
You
so
go
shy.
first.
That's
You
so
go
cute.
You go first.
I do. I'm like, I'm not walking. You go first.
I'm
I
like,
follow.
What are you afraid of? Just go. No, go first.
People bite.
Who bit you?
How is it working with a Top Shelf Dolls bartending services? Once now that it's off the ground, what's it like? What's it been for you? How long you been with the company?
Well, I've been there since it started, and the conversation that we had previous to this, I was told that you can come with me. I'm not going to pay you, but I'll feed you Denny's afterwards.
Can we all? Are we invited?
But you know
Denny's is
what?
pretty nice. That's
But
pretty
you know what? I
upscale.
really like Denny's, so I was always game. I'm like, well, then shoot, let's
Yeah.
go.
Good.
And no. But I saw her vision and I saw her dream. And the thing about Anya is that her vision and her dreams are not always about her. So all our bartenders that we have are all single moms that also need
Extra
that have
income.
we all have hardships. We all have our need for extra. So with that being said, it was really awesome to know that her dream became everybody else's dream.
Yeah.
And I love my job. I love it, and it's my side job. I do it on the weekends, and I love all the people that I get to meet. I love the experiences of it. I learned from the bottom up. I knew how to open a beer.
I know how to drink
Wow.
and I knew how to drink it really well.
There we go.
Hold the
There we
can.
go.
Ooh. How to hold it with
serve
style.
Yeah.
So let it go.
Pinky up.
So did you train him how to hold the can and everything, how to drink
Yes,
and everything?
Yeah,
yes,
what's
she
the
babied
pinky up?
me.
Beer etiquette?
Pinky
Is that
And
what it's
she
called?
burped me.
Yeah.
And she burped
Make
me.
sure you like.
It's a proper way to pour. There's an improper way to pour.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
do it with
Yes,
the foam. You
yes.
don't want no foam.
Nope,
Exactly.
no.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then also in your name, Dolls, you mentioned something that dolls meant something. Share with us
Well,
what that is.
The reason, once I got into this, the reason why I did it again was for my kids.
Right.
So obviously I did need a team, and it was going to be geared to being female, because I, as a female, being single, divorced, and everything else, needed that extra help and extra income. So I needed that foundation. So I felt that Top Shelf was a good quality. The
How'd you come up
dolls-
with the name?
Of
That's what I'm
course.
I don't
wondering.
even know.
How did you
Okay.
come up with the name?
Me and my sister kind of figured it out, because Top Shelf liquors
Top
are
Shelf
Top
liquors,
Shelf,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And dolls is because I wanted it to be just females. I
Females.
didn't want any males, not at this time, because
Oh,
you're a cute doll. I'm not
Whatever.
saying you're not, but I wanted to
I'm a cute
just
doll. You
help.
heard her.
Exactly.
Well, no, because you're an Angel fan, so now we gotta go back
Oh.
to that. No,
Sorry.
I can't.
Fired.
I have to ask those kind of questions on applications.
But I'm a Niner fan, remember?
Okay,
Fired again.
you can work sometime.
Fired again. Twice in one night.
Yeah, so dolls just meant that, it's a beautiful woman to me.
Yeah.
You're like, hi doll. It's just like, hi love, hi beautiful.
That's
It's all in the
classy.
same.
It's classy.
Yeah,
classy.
and Top Shelf dolls, I don't know. We just put it together and it just sounded right.
It
That's
sounds
what it
good.
sounded
It was a
sounds
nice
really
right.
good,
It was
yes.
different. I
Yeah.
have not heard anything of
Mhm.
the sort else out there, so I thought I'm gonna go with it.
So before you became a bartender, you were a hairstylist,
Mhm.
and you're still doing that?
Yes, I
Yes?
have 20 years of that.
Ooh,
yeah.
talk to us about that before you became a bartender and all that. And you,
That was the
is it-
same thing. I
yeah.
had my child young, so I needed to find something that I could make money off of when I was young. and schooling that didn't take forever, so that I didn't have to leave my son forever. And so, that's when I didn't really like school. So
Who did?
hair school
Hair
was
school.
easy and fast, and it made me great money. Yeah, she went to college.
So when you went
I'm
to the
still
bartending
nerd.
school, how long was the school for? 6 months,
Only
6
a
weeks?
week.
Only a week?
Yeah,
And
but
you,
it was a 2 or 3 week course.
Right.
Although we asked them, look, I only have this time frame. Can we do a double course day? And that's what happened. He's like, yeah, if you can do it. And I'm like, oh, don't challenge
yeah.
me. Yeah.
I'm
So
asking
he
for it.
did. I didn't have the kids for that week. They were with their father. They were in summer school, and so I was like, let's do it. These are the dates I have. Let's go. So that's what happened.
and then you ladies were at an event this weekend.
Yes.
Share a little
For
bit about that.
a
Yes.
backpack drive.
Backpack drive.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
that's cool.
the 7th annual backpack drive. There's a guy named Marcos and the Young Visionaries. They're everywhere, I believe, but Inland Empire is where they cater to it, I think. They asked us to join and help the volunteers, help all the kids. There's about 400 kids, and
Wow.
these people, like different families, different companies, they all supplied everything, like from grade kindergarten to
You had
senior.
sponsors there too.
Sponsors,
did.
yeah.
Like back
There
to
was a
school stuff?
DJ. There was the police. Yeah, back to
Wow.
school.
Oh,
There
wow.
was free food. There was like they were taking their the blood, so for their sugar,
Oh,
just to make
okay.
sure everybody was okay, and didn't know that they had
That's
maybe
awesome.
some kind of diabetes, and they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't get that kind of care.
Yeah.
And then they had all kinds of stuff for the kids, and snow cones. They had everything. They really put it together, and so.
Yeah, I like the videos you used. You showed.
Oh
it.
yeah,
that was really
with
nice.
everybody.
Yes,
We
that was
had
really
such
cool.
a good time, and we just were there to help, and a few of my friends went with me, and we were there. Just everybody was so nice. Everybody was so humble and appreciative, and so.
Or were you mixing up right there? Were you
Just water.
Just water.
Water,
Ah.
H2O shots.
It was
Yes.
a kid event.
With the
with the
kid
nice
events.
pour and everything?
Yeah.
Over
You
the
know,
rock.
we have to
It was
card you.
chilled.
Or a little
It was
sprig of
chilled.
little sprig of lemon on there, make it look nice. A little umbrella.
That's
Little
what we had.
cucumber.
Yeah, cucumbers.
Everything.
Nice.
Little mint leaf.
Yes, yes.
That's what
Class
it
it
was.
up.
So when you guys get an event,
Mhm.
what's the process there, and how much time do they give you to prepare, and do they tell you how many guests they're gonna have, and you guys supply the drinks and all
Correct.
that? Share a little bit about that. What you guys do in the process of your events.
When somebody inquires about an event, as meaning like a wedding or a birthday, quinceañera, whatever, a baptismal, we base it off of the guest count.
Divorce party.
Yeah,
We have that bachelorette
lot of those.
parties.
Bachelorette parties.
Yes, I haven't went to one yet, but I'll be ready. But like, sign me up.
Wow.
She's ready.
Really? Oh my
I'll
God.
stay ready.
You didn't have
Stay
one
ready.
yourself?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Is
That's
it too
We are
late?
planning yours now.
It's
Just
okay.
we gotta
See?
plan one
Never
for
Oh,
too
you
we
now.
late.
we did a poker party. We did do a poker.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we did
Yeah.
a poker
Oh, did
event.
you?
That was
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. Can I go back?
Where were we? No, just kidding. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we base it off of the guest count, and that's only so that I can supply them with the necessary bartenders. Like, do they need one? Do you need two? What kind of event? Because there are some events that are strictly adults and very heavy drinkers, or a very small, classy event where maybe 15, 20 drinkers. I don't want to make the bartender stressed or over frustrated, because there may be a line and they don't want them to wait. And that's not what we're looking for. We're not a bar industry. We want to have it more
Customer service.
Yeah, customer service, to where they're happy and they come up not like, oh my God, I waited forever. That's not what we want
So
for
it's
them.
pretty fast.
You know what I
just
tell them? I
wanna
tell them
go-
to
We're-
get back in
we're
there. Go to
fast,
the end of the
but-
line.
Yeah.
We enjoy them. Like, we'll talk like we're
Yeah.
doing now. Like, hi, how's your day? What do you normally drink? What can I get for you? Let's try this. Let's try that, and have a moment with them. So when they come back, like, oh my God, I liked whatever you made me. I don't know what it was, but make it again.
Yeah.
That purple one. Make one of those again.
exactly.
So whenever anybody goes out into the crowd with their purple drink or their green
they're
drink,
like, ah,
they
yeah.
always
The purple
everybody
drink?
else comes back and goes, "Can we get what that purple drink was?"
And we're like,
always we're
okay.
like,
Oh yeah.
Anything colorful
was
attracts
it?
the eye.
So no other drinks are sold there except for you guys when you guys go to these events like weddings and stuff. It's just you basically.
Yeah, it's just us. We're
exclusively you
just the
guys.
bartenders
okay,
that
okay.
serve all
Service.
alcoholic
guys
drinks
serve
or
all-
non-alcoholic.
Does it really
but-
depend, like who you're gonna send out, depending on what kind of cocktails they want served, or you have certain
There
people
is.
that know?
There's some of my team members that I've pretty much trained all of them. So there's some that are stronger than others and more knowledgeable. So like her, she's more of a mixologist based on she can do it from scratch, you know? Yeah, she can scratch it up and do all that and work it out. That's her.
I got this.
Yeah,
See?
so I go over like a full consultation on what you're having, what you would like to have, what are your signature drinks? Is it basic? Is it not? I mean, you know.
Do you come up with signature drinks for like
We do.
certain people? Like they're like,
Yes.
oh, on my wedding, I want you to make a signature drink.
Oh,
for
yeah.
me.
And a menu.
And I draw
And
a menu.
up menus and
and a menu.
everything. Everything is just like 100% to the customer's needs. So we do different because I really don't see anybody doing menus like putting your little logo, or if it's you know, a Niner event,
Right.
then we put Niners on there. and
Dodgers.
make up,
Can
like,
we
you
just
know,
keep it? Oh no, he's
Here we go again with the Dodgers over here. This one.
So you
This
guys do
one.
private parties and everything? You do?
yeah, private
Private
events, open to public events. We've done like clothing line events where, you know, the public comes in, or makeup events, and they do tutorials and they have different drinks, but we do everything, you know, whether it's just beer and wine or specialty cocktails or just micheladas, stuff like that.
What about a
Literally.
non-alcoholic event? You guys do those too?
We've done that
You
too.
do those too?
Yeah.
My daughter actually served at one of them where, you know, they were a part of the AA or that what it is, the AA
Okay.
association.
Mhm.
So they didn't drink. So there was no alcohol there, just sodas, juices. And so, yeah, we cater to that too. I mean, it's the same thing. You're there to serve your guests a
Yeah,
drink.
Still cocktails. Yeah.
It-
By
right.
the way,
Cocktail.
we also do events in Las Vegas now too.
Yes, we are.
Oh.
So
we
you
are.
know.
We are
Wow.
certified to go to Las
Mhm.
Vegas. I'm trying to expand little by little.
Yeah.
Pool parties.
Everything.
Well,
Everything? Really?
Yeah.
Everything.
I just finished a wedding out there. So
All right.
we
So
did
in
a wedding.
Vegas, would this be private parties and
Yeah,
hotel? Oh,
it
just
was
private
a-
parties?
It was private.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, because there's not enough of us out there yet. But
So you're slowly
but I don't
getting
say
out there.
no
Yeah.
again.
You don't say no.
Right?
She
She does
never
not.
says no.
She does not
Yeah,
say
I'm
no.
sorry. I don't say no.
Why don't you say no? Because you love to work. You just like to
I
do
love
events.
the work, and I
Yeah.
know I'll find somebody.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, there's so many of us, and a lot of them are willing to do whatever it takes to not necessarily put money in their pocket, but to be a team member, that they'll go.
But the thing about it is, I think that Top Shelf Dolls is so customer service orientated that if she were to say no, it would give us like a little ding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
This is
we don't have that
I can't
ability.
have no dings.
Yeah, no dings.
So you've
We
been in
have no
business
dings.
for how
No
many years now?
dings.
no dings.
No dings.
This is our second official year.
This is your second year.
Official year where I've had team members, and we've really gone out and done a lot.
All right.
So-
And what are the age groups of your bartenders, the ladies?
They start at 21 and to 4. How old are you?
Doesn't matter.
It's
Doesn't
a
matter.
40.
Doesn't matter.
40. Anywho, yes.
And they got it. They
From
have
21
to
to
be
Dodger
certified?
fans.
Yes. There you go.
But they have to be
I'm legal to
certified
be
first,
true.
right?
Yes,
Yes.
correct. They are all certified by LED, which is ABC, and also RBS certified. And so that's kind of like a
Yeah, I
food
saw
handlers,
that, yeah.
but
Yeah.
for alcoholic beverages. And so
Mm.
not only that, they have been all trained. Like I said, we've had training classes at our location, and so they've done a little bit of everything, so they learn. But I also have gone with them to certain events just so I can show them, like, you know, an event, what can happen, or what do you do, or what if I'm not there, you know. So they are all awesome. Like, they really can do it on their own. I haven't had any problems. I've had nothing but compliments, especially from the customers. Like, I always go back the next day or Monday, hey, you know what, thank you again for having us. Like, we really do appreciate it because you're helping us, and I'm glad that you had a good time. And they always come back, you know, like, I really loved, you know, whoever was there. Or they'll Yelp us and give us a good review, stuff like that.
So you're on Yelp as well?
We're on
Yes.
Yelp, yeah.
All right.
Wow. Well, if you're just tuning in, we're chatting here with CEO of Top Shelf Bartending Services, Anya. And if you'd like to call in and say hello to her, the number, Bubba, what's the number, my friend?
323-203-0815. Once again, that number is 323-203-0815.
Yes.
Our
and
lines are open.
They are
You
open.
feel free to call in.
Yes.
And if you don't, oh well. No one likes you.
You can look at us on Instagram and Facebook.
Yes.
Actually,
Yeah.
on your Facebook too, live.
Ah, nice,
Yeah.
nice,
Say
nice.
hi.
Well, we
Actually,
wanna,
I got people already like, hey, hire him for a party.
I
I'm
was
like,
gonna-
You guys aren't down. Come on now.
See, he does that. I don't put myself live yet. He does that. That's really cool.
Because I
It's
usually
okay.
have like a Halloween party, but I haven't had one recently. But they're like, hire them.
Yep.
So now you know.
It's us.
Yeah, we have a
Yep.
lot of
Yeah.
Halloween
We
parties.
do, yeah.
But usually
Halloween,
I
you got to
make the
book
drinks. That's the thing.
advance.
Usually I make the
Well,
drinks.
how about
I
you
don't
sit
know.
back
Not
and
today.
relax?
You need to chill this
I don't know,
year.
We're supposed to get you drunk.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's get you drunk.
I
Yeah.
get drunk anyway.
Hey, hey, and
Taste testing.
they're probably responsible for a lot of people eating menudo the next day.
Oh,
or
yeah.
pozole,
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
Of the
And it's
drinks.
keeping that field busy. You're like, or else there'd be
She
no
doesn't
manure.
deny it.
No,
She doesn't
no.
deny it.
That's
If
Oh
we
my
didn't give you a
God.
hangover, then we are.
Is
Is
that
that
a
a
Good
party?
party?
Is that
Yeah.
a party?
Right?
We didn't do our
Wow.
job
We
right.
did not do our job right.
Amazing.
What is one of your favorite signature drinks, like to make, like you want to have out there that you throw out there? One that you know you guys make very well.
Well, to be honest, we do a lot of shots. And so
Okay.
shots, we can come up with all kinds of stuff. Now, let me tell you, it's not a signature cocktail because they really don't come in drink form.
Mhm.
But we're able to just create whatever we create and name it something for that night. Like, we're like, oh, what was that? I don't know, purple haze. Work it out.
Right.
I'm like, well, what is that?
We
Well,
haven't
I
named
don't
it
know.
yet.
Just try it. And if you like it, then you
Mother's
like it.
milk.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
all, no.
So did, Mother's milk. So did they hire you for
Interesting.
certain hours, or you?
Yes,
Yeah, they do.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, they hire us for.
What's the minimum that you would-
4 hours.
4 hours.
Sometimes 3. It just
Some-
depends
yeah.
on the event, but 4 hours is minimum. And usually that's good. It could be 6 to 10, 7 to 11, which is awesome. But normally it's longer. Oh, you okay?
Eight
8
to-
to midnight,
8
8
to
to
2 a.m.,
1
Yeah.
to 2,
3,
12
4.
to 4.
Yeah.
No.
Well, the thing about it is that when we get there and we set up and we get going, and then they get, a little tipsy, and
a little
then
tipsy.
yeah, so then about 10 o'clock we're shutting down because those are our hours, and then they're like, no, can't you stay one more hour? Yes.
No.
The cost for that is, and then and it could
Or,
go,
um,
and we've had to be at places like plus 3 hours.
So do you
If
charge?
I gotta
more?
haggle with the DJ,
Yes.
Do you charge
and
more
you
when
guys,
it's after hours?
Yeah.
That's
you
a
do.
problem.
yeah.
What's that, Bubba?
Because if I gotta haggle with the bartenders and the
uh,
DJ, that's a problem. 'Cause then I'll be like, okay, the bartenders are staying for one more hour. Didn't the DJ show enough? What the hell's going on over there?
So do you work with DJs too, or just? Or
We
you
do. We have a few that we
Uh-huh.
call on. DJ Smooth. He's is it Smooth?
It's
IE?
Smooth.
The
Smooth.
Smooth IE.
Smooth
Yeah,
IE, yeah.
he's in the Inland Empire, but he does a lot of our events. And then there's DJ Joey Boogie, and he's done some too. He's actually
Joey Boogie is tuning in.
There you go. See?
Hi,
Hi. Yes, he's done a lot of events, and let me tell you, he has actually done some free events for us, which nobody ever does. And so that's awesome because he's dedicated his time, and that's what we do for certain promos and networking events because. You got to give some to get some, and it's just an even
Yeah.
trade. You do
Yeah.
good, and we'll do good back. So it's just helping each other out.
Because I've seen your comments on Facebook and
Mhm.
the people that I work with you, and they all have nothing but good things to say and positive things that you guys went out there. You guys were very professional, and
Yeah.
you guys did exactly what they wanted. As far as the event goes. So
Yeah.
congratulations to you.
Thank
And this,
you.
I'm sure it's a very competitive business, and you
It
being
is.
a
Very.
Latina, yes.
Very.
You
It
know,
is.
I mean, do you think about that it's competitive, or do you not think
Oh no,
about
I
that?
have
You
been lately because I see a few
That's like
other
a growing industry right now, right?
Yes,
Is it?
It's cutthroat,
yes.
actually.
It's
It's,
becoming
you know.
becoming more because they know that women are the eye. Like even if a woman hires a woman, they don't mind. They rather have that because they're more full of life. Not to say that men aren't, but they've gotten men in the past and say, oh, they're not assertive or they're overly assertive. We're like, hi, what can I get for you? And then that's it. Now, hi, how are you? How's your day?
Mhm.
Being a lot more friendly. It's a little bit different, I think. But I mean, I know a lot
Personable.
of male bartenders that are
Yeah.
really awesome. So I
People
can't
with
say
character.
that.
Yeah,
but it's
personable.
just a character. And the women, like, I don't know.
But the ladies that work with you, I'm
Mhm.
sure they all have their different characters,
Oh, yeah.
their own
And
personalities.
looks.
and
And
yeah.
looks, right.
So I'm sure that when they get there, they know what to do, and
Yeah.
so
It's
uh,
just customer service.
customer service, like you
it's-
said,
it's
yes.
coming with a happy face and
right.
making
A lot
sure
of the
you make 'em
times they'll
happy.
request the girl.
They'll
Yeah,
request.
that's
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they really liked her and they want her for another
So how
party,
many
then
girls are how many bartenders
There's 14 right
at an
now.
event?
Oh, it just depends on the guest.
Oh,
On the
really?
size
Guest
of the
count.
party.
The size of the
size
party.
of the party.
Exactly.
Like say,
Let's say 30.
30 is just one bartender.
Just one bartender?
Anything under 70 guests is one bartender.
300.
300. That's usually like 4.
4, really?
Because you
Yeah.
need to have
You need a bar back.
Yeah, you
too.
need somebody to run.
Yeah.
Like I need ice.
And how do you know how much liquor to take and beer and stuff? I mean, do you guys just take a whole bunch
I
of
give
stuff?
them a good ratio. Like I
Yeah.
can kind of get feel for who's gonna drink what. Like I said, it's based on the consultation and how many drinkers they're gonna have. And I ask them these questions, like, you know what, are all those 300 gonna drink? They're like, oh no, like some of them are older, some of them are younger. It may be kids involved too. I don't know that guest count, but then we just break it down to where, all right, I've done enough parties to know how much alcohol I've had left, and if I gotta go get more, then I gotta go get more.
So where do you keep all your liquor in your
That's
house?
my kind of party.
That's a question I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I'll probably get in trouble for this, but we did
And
a
the trunk of her
sheriff's
car.
party and we ran out of alcohol.
Really?
So
That's
you
what I'm
gotta go to
We had
Walmart
to-
around the corner.
Oh, no.
They don't want to say
the
what
sheriff, the Highway Patrol, and
Yes,
PD, they can
yes.
party.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they can
It,
party.
it wasn't that we ran out, but they wanted Jameson.
Oh.
Yeah.
so
No,
we went-
and micheladas.
And
It was-
micheladas.
and micheladas. They
But
wanted
they gave
micheladas
us a
all night.
good Yelp review saying
Yeah, it
that
was
even though we
awesome.
ran out, we were still nice enough
Still-
to go get more and not say, oh
Yeah.
no, there's no more, there's no
Yeah.
more. No, like they deserve it. They were treating us very well, and they were
Yeah.
all so happy.
It was
It was
awesome.
right around the corner, so we're like, just go, hurry, somebody go.
You gotta
Yeah.
show everybody these nails, both of you guys.
Oh,
Show those
she's
nails.
longer now.
That's why I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Look at these.
Mine
Look
are
at these
usually
nails.
I have
longer.
a really good Dallas bottle opener.
Here we go with the Dallas name dropping over here.
But it
Like,
is.
is it time to cut?
I don't know. It looks kind of gold, like the 49er gold.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me.
49ers.
When'd you get those done? Just
But
recently?
you guys
No, actually.
bartend like that with the
refills.
nails long and everything?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And sometimes
helps with
they
the show, it
break,
helps
and
with
I'm
the show.
like,
Sometimes they break.
"Dang it."
You know when they
don't
break
get
when
in
we
the
had to
way?
go on ice.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when we had to go on ice,
No,
that's
the,
when they break.
Well, the beer, I mean, I
No,
still
yeah,
open
we
with my
have
hand,
Oh, she.
but
Yeah,
so-
no,
she
I won't
uses
even
the
try.
bottle. Well, no, hers are too long.
So your uniform is black and white.
It depends. That's the other thing.
Oh, really?
We have a lot of pool parties, or just because it's hot right now,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
tell the guests, like, you know what? If it's not like how do you say, a wedding that's conservative, then they'll wear shorts and a tank top. And I ask them, is that okay? Because if it's like a birthday party, no big deal. You know,
Right.
we don't want
Like a
to take
kid's
any
birthday
offense.
party out there in Little
Yeah.
I have
because-
25 top shelf doll shirts.
Yeah,
Let me tell
we
you,
have
that
a-
go
we have a
from
lot.
purple to green, yellow, red, blue, white.
So you have different colors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then there's some events like we did the golf tournament, and we wore polo shirts and shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But majority of the time, a wedding is black pants, a black shirt, and you know,
Yeah,
a little
classy.
Yeah.
classy. Yeah.
Mm.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. So I read that you said that one thing that you want to do, that you have a dream, is to be a bartender that bartends all around the world.
Oh, I would like
Correct?
to. I
Yeah,
would
talk,
like to
talk
travel.
about that.
That'd
Talk
be
about
awesome.
Wait a minute, I'm going with you.
that. I'm going with you.
Can I go?
She's like,
Can I
I'm
go?
in the
I
back.
need security.
I just got my passport.
Security.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Then we
I'm
can
with it.
go.
Okay.
Well, we can't. We gotta go to every stadium that the Niners play.
Oh,
and
I'm
then
with it.
go-
Oh.
I don't want to go no more.
We got pre-show, pre-game outside with a pre-game bar. Oh,
Right. Then we'll start doing all kinds
That's
of
what I'm
tricks
talking
and
about.
stuff.
So
Yes.
what
well,
what
Goodness.
cities do you
Why?
currently
Why?
cover right now? Do you guys
right
cover?
now,
Yeah.
we're very heavily in
The
LA, IE. We've
Yeah.
done Riverside County, and that's like Marina Valley, anywhere out there in the desert. Palm Desert, Palm Springs. We go way out there to Indio.
Oh.
Coachella. We just did Coachella
Oh, yeah?
not too long ago.
Let's
Not the
go.
actual concert, but we'll get
Yeah.
there.
But an event out there?
Yeah, but an event, and then everywhere
cool.
else up the hill to Victorville, Hesperia.
Vegas.
Now we do Vegas. Now
Mansion
we
parties?
are. Do you know of any?
Have
Do you
you,
know?
no, I'm asking if you've done any.
Oh no! What we
No.
got
Not yet.
invited the other day from Adult Con.
Adult
Con.
All right.
Although
Yeah.
they had enough Mexicans, so
Yeah.
they needed to make sure they had Asian and white and black and everything else.
No,
which is
we did a
perfect.
mansion. I did. It was the cannabis party that you sent me to. It was their Christmas party.
Oh,
Sorry,
all right.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but yeah,
Why not?
it was cannabis.
I think it's
Christmas
legal now.
party.
It's
Uh,
legal
yeah,
now.
it's legal.
Yeah,
But it was in a
so
mansion, and it was really, really
There's
you know,
a lot of
just
stuff that they.
So you guys
we've
enjoy
done.
your work, you enjoy the event,
Love
you
it.
enjoy the people that you
Yeah.
meet.
yes.
Oh yeah,
That's the
the
important
people
part.
that we meet, we've met so many people in so
Yeah.
many industries, and it's just like grown that way. And some of them we became
Yeah.
friends with, and we have on Facebook, and we chit chat, and There's a lot of that. So it's good as you see them grow too. It's just all in good fun.
So what do you think when you wake up every morning and you think of your business, how it's grown?
She's tired.
Share a little bit. About thinking about that?
Honestly, like even this morning, I was talking to my clients as I'm doing hair, and I'm like, I'm really not pushing myself to the fullest. I do a lot. I do, but I haven't done what I've been needing to do. And so that's like putting a ding in me because I'm like, ugh, where do I find the time to do all this, between hair, the kids, and working and managing everything. I'm doing that all by myself right now.
Managing life itself.
Life itself.
Everything is so.
And she takes care of us really well. Like all the bartenders, we have to let her know when we're there, when we've arrived, and when we're leaving. She wants to make sure.
Because I want to make sure you're safe. Like I usually don't hear from them, and I'll try to get a hold of them the next day. Like, hey, how did it go?
Yeah.
Because some parties are just crazy. I've had some where they say there's 60 people and then there's 160, and that puts a damper in my bartenders' parade because they feel overwhelmed. They don't get a break. They feel like they can't breathe. And not to say that that's good or bad because they actually take care of business. Yeah. But I don't want to put them in that spot. So I always try to make sure that they're okay, and then that, if you need next weekend off, then you need next weekend off because you may be like, I'm done. I'm tired. Like that was overwhelming. So I do try to take care of them, especially, putting money in their pocket, making sure that whatever dates they're open, take full advantage. And if they don't want to work that month, then they just tell me, look, I can't work this month. Okay, fine. No big deal.
We have a group chat and we get monthly, messages from her.
Sometimes daily. I'm like, hello.
Yes. Sometimes I have to turn off my notification. Don't tell my boss.
Don't tell my boss.
But I turn off my notifications sometimes. Yeah. But no, we get monthly notification or messages from her that let us know how well we're doing. And this last month, it's an opener to every month, and she asks us when we're available, if we have scheduled vacations planned, and what time off you need. And this one was really special because she said that when she began the first year, she had 40 events, 40 parties that she bartended.
The first year. Just 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
This month and last month, it was 40 and 55 events.
That was just a month. And
that was in the month.
Oh, my God. Like, how well we are doing. That's monthly.
That's
That's
awesome.
crazy.
So everybody's promoting the business then, basically.
Right. Now you have all
of
us, it was just 1 and 2 and 3. And now you got all these
14
people in different areas from LA to Chino. My girls are
social media helps out with all of that,
right?
Right.
It's
Social media right now is key. I mean, that's where everybody's at, where you watch daily, So
definitely
the more they see, the more they want to know and know the Chizme, right?
The Chizme.
Yeah, the Chizme.
You have a question for them, brother?
No, I think, man, you guys are
killing it out there.
40 to 55 events. That's a lot.
A month, yeah.
That 40. Is a lot.
Some months are slower, but this month, I think we have about 50.
A lot of Christmas parties in December.
We do. Last year was my first year where we actually had a lot of parties, and the previous year was like 1 or 2, and so this year it's just doubled. Now it's tripled. So
I think it's Halloween.
Halloween is big too.
The biggest.
Yeah,
I love Halloween. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Halloweeny. Why you say you're gonna have us for
your
party?
We better be bartending. I
gotta find a location for my party first.
Well, if I find the location and we're not bartending,
we got issues. We're gonna hear it on the radio.
I'm gonna see the
Paulie.
Chizme.
I'm on the hook now, Paulie. I'm on the hook to hire
the Chizme.
You're going to have for them.
I'm gonna see the Chizme.
Gosh, we are really.
I don't know. My cousin's like, gotta get them. We gotta get in a party with them. Calm down, guy. Calm down.
Hey, you message us, cousin.
Oh my God.
Cousins now. Your cousins now.
Paulie. Now you gotta split it with me. Now you're gonna split it with me.
Paulie D.
No, not that
Damn
Paulie D.
it.
Paulie A.
Oh man. So is there a contract they gotta sign before they?
Yes.
Yeah, and a deposit.
They are. They are all.
The event or the
event.
The deposit. Yes. Once you sign.
They book you.
They book us with the booking fee online. Then as you're paying that online, it gives you a clause of contract. So once it's paid, then you're in binding contract. And that just tells you, like, in other words, if somebody gets too intoxicated or makes you feel the bartender uncomfortable, then we're able to leave. no refunds, because there's been times where
It's pretty
there's-
crazy.
It's
Sure.
crazy.
Does
It's
it? Yeah.
drunken people, and
people
it's
have
hard.
no respect,
Right, no
and
respect,
manners,
and
and
so-
Well,
yeah.
that's what alcohol does to people. But the nice thing about that is that we have RBS permits, and that's a responsible bartender's, alcohol service,
Mhm.
and we can technically cut off whoever it is
Yeah.
that we feel is over that limit. And
But
like-
at some of these events, they have security guards there too, right? That
yeah,
they're
there.
just-
It depends on what the event
The
is.
event
If it's at
is?
a venue, then
Mhm.
yes.
Mhm.
Majority of the time they do. If it's at a house, like it's private, then no.
Mhm.
If she feels that we're not going to be safe, she will
I'll send two.
she will send a security
Yeah.
with
Oh,
us.
really?
security
Yeah.
or two girls,
Yeah.
because at least then
Yeah.
they can watch each other and walk out with each other,
Yeah.
or
Mm.
whatever the case
Yeah.
may be. But she's gone to Vegas, and I thought that was a little sketchy because it was through Yelp. And I
Yeah.
thought, to in a hotel room
Oh, was
for
that-
this much money.
Yeah.
Was that a hotel?
It was
room?
a suite.
Yeah, but-
Oh, it was
yeah.
a suite.
It was a
I'm pretty sure they didn't know
huge
where she was
suite.
staying.
Well, because they were from New York, they were just doing a
No,
destination. Dallas.
Yeah, it was Dallas.
Oh, that was
Oh.
another-
Dallas.
Never mind, Dallas
I
people.
know.
I wouldn't trust them either.
Right.
I totally
Okay, so
understand where
then
you're
I
coming
told her, I
Totally
said,
understand where
"Well,
you're
you
coming
need to take a security guard."
Yeah.
So
Of
she took
course.
somebody
Yeah.
with her.
But the
to-
funny thing was that when I got there and I got to meet them, they were both police officers.
Yeah,
I was like,
so-
oh, well, if I would have known this. But yeah,
But,
it-
yeah,
Oh,
I
really?
don't go
but you
into
just never
full
know.
detail, like,
No.
who are you? What do you
Yeah.
do? How much do
Yeah.
you make a year? I don't do all
Right.
that.
But like I said, she always makes sure that we're safe. So she's always
Like
working,
what?
like when we get to the event, we say we're here. When we leave the event, we say we're leaving. So her phone is going off, from whatever
All the
time, those
time.
10 until 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in
All
the
the
morning, whenever
time.
we're
from.
hired.
She's like,
So-
are you in your room yet? Are
Yeah.
you back at home? Are you
Yeah.
back at home? Are you back at home?
And sometimes it's like, stop, I'm off the
Yeah,
clock. No.
sometimes.
Being
Yeah, sometimes it
responsible.
can be.
That's
No,
a
she
responsible
just takes
boss.
care of
She's a
us really well.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
I
Well,
need
it
to
sounds like you have
be-
something
Aw.
very special and something
Yeah.
very good that's happening and it's growing every
Yes.
day.
Yes.
I read a quote about what you said about sometimes you meet and you run into people
And those
who
people
you
are
can
called
change, and they're
bartenders.
bartenders.
You could
Those
change
are
your
bartenders.
life.
Talk a little bit about that.
Well, she
Sure.
found that one online
Okay,
because
I saw it on your bio, so I wrote it
Yeah.
down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Talk a little
came
bit
up,
about that.
She came up with that.
I wrote
it's
her
a
bio.
She
You wrote it?
my bio.
Oh, you
She
did?
wrote my bio a couple
Okay.
years ago.
Because
And
she's
it
the learned
is.
one.
I mean, it's kind of like going to your
Yeah.
hairstylist or your barber, where you kind of do talk to them openly, and now you have alcohol involved, so we talk to them. We try to
Spilling
give them
guts.
encouragement, or like, because there's girls that come up to us and they're like, "F that dude." They were like, "Oh shit!" The Chizme comes out. Then we're like,
Chizme
"Oh
comes
my
out.
gosh, what are you talking about? What happened?" Blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
hmm
But I think when you go to a restaurant too and you have good service, that does make the mood better.
Oh, yeah.
You love your atmosphere, you
Definitely.
love everything about what you're doing, and then it just goes hand in hand because they're waiting on you, trying to make sure you have a good night wherever you are. And so whether that's a server or a bartender, I mean, I think we do change some people's lives. And if you keep going to the same bar because you like that bartender, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
They make you feel good, or you just have fun. And for that moment, you can get away and have a drink, unfortunately.
I used
but
to have
still.
one. She was so cool.
A bartender.
Yeah. And they closed down that bar
Oh,
because somebody got shot and stabbed in it. So,
oh
God,
yeah.
yeah.
so they shut
We've
it down.
We've
I'm
had
g-
those
I'm glad
too.
they
There's
shut it down.
people- yeah, but
But it was a good bar. She used to
Yeah.
always hook it up. It
Yeah,
was awesome.
yeah.
that too. We hook people up because we know, like, you know what, have another
Yeah.
one, or just it. I don't know what it is. It's just you want to be nice because they're nice to you too. So
I think the thing about it being a bartender is that you know that when you meet a bartender, you're going to have a good time. We're giving you an
Mhm.
alcoholic drink. We're there to, service an
Liven it up.
industry that is an event.
Kind of depends though. You've been watching Bar Rescue. Some of these bartenders are
Horrible.
horrible.
We are
That's
not
why I
them.
said
love that
some
show.
are not. Yeah,
Are you
I
ever thinking
actually
about doing a
met
reality
him.
show?
You met him?
No.
Yeah, I went to the Las Vegas bar show,
Yeah, bar.
the bar and
Mixer or
restaurant,
whatever. Yeah.
and oh my god, yeah, he was there.
John
Eh,
Taffer.
everybody was there. He even
Did he yell at you? Did he yell at you?
no. I saw him from afar, but he was taking pictures with other people. So
Yeah.
it was really nice. It was different. I had never went to anything. That was my first year, and again, it was in Vegas. So I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna try to service Vegas. Like Vegas is 24 hours alcohol. So
Mhm.
I mean,
It could get
partying can that can get scary, but partying can
And
be
tiring.
anytime. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
So where do you see yourself like in 5 years? Where do you want to be? I mean, you want to just grow like
I just
crazy?
want to be
and
everywhere. I want to be
everywhere?
able to service everywhere and have girls everywhere. So that if
So
they
do
call
I.
you up, everywhere.
I want to be the I want to be the bartender for the
What?
Dodgers World Series party.
That
I
too.
ain't gonna make it.
This
How far
guy.
have you
This
came?
guy.
When's the last time the Dodgers won the World Series?
We're not talking about that.
When's
We're
the last
talking
time
about
the
did you
Angels won the
even
World
get
Series?
in
When's the
there?
last time the Angels went?
Oh
It
my
doesn't
God.
matter. We won the last time we went. That's the thing.
Moving
That's the
on.
thing.
So
What's one of the first cities, the first countries you would like to bartend in? What if you were to
Countries,
start?
I
bartending?
don't know, but I just want to take over the states of
The states.
That'd be cool.
United
Dubai.
States of America.
Dubai. I say Dubai.
Oh, I would do
Will you
Dubai
ever have
too.
a
Dubai.
corporate office where it's your corporate
Ooh,
office
Dubai's
there and
nice.
everybody
Dubai.
just goes there?
What do you
A
mean?
little scary,
like,
but
Yeah.
like
Oh, it's
your
nice.
own
beautiful.
your own building, your own corporate office.
Oh yeah, I would like to.
Yeah.
I would like to have my own building where it's just people, taking care of everything.
Where we store the
back there.
alcohol because you're trying to find it.
I'm gonna have an underground party, fire party.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, because
With
you
house music and
'cause
everything.
you guys have a great story. I mean, the way you began, the way you
Yeah.
started this, you had
the
no
DID
idea.
reunion. Oh yeah, Devil's in Demand
Where are
reunion.
you
Let's
from?
do
Where are
it.
you
Is that
from?
Polly too?
DID, the Devil's in Demand.
Oh no,
Out of Boyle
I never
Heights.
heard of that one.
Out of Boyle
Okay.
Heights,
I never
75
heard of
deep.
that one.
I
75
handle
deep.
LA.
There we go. The DID reunion. Let's get it going.
No.
Well, good for you,
See?
ladies. We're so proud of you, and
Thank you.
Thank
gosh,
you.
you guys have such a great upbeat and such a great personality. I know that your business is going to flourish
Thank
and
you.
it's going to grow, and it's just beginning. So you said
Yeah, I
it's been in
know,
business
my
for 2
God.
years,
Yeah.
and it's been. I'm sure it's going to go somewhere. I
yeah.
mean, it's just going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
The name, I
We're-
love the
we're
name.
Excited.
The
We're
name,
very
yeah,
excited.
you have a great name.
Thank
And they
Thank
have
you.
you as the leader.
Thank
That you want to
you.
empower women.
I do.
You want
I would like to.
Yeah. You mentioned something about the ladies. That you hired. They've had some rough times in their lives as well.
Well, some of them, they're all different in their
Yeah,
own ways.
share a
but
little bit about that.
Some of them, like we had said, are single.
Single moms.
They're single moms.
Mhm.
Some are trying to put themselves to college.
Through college.
And again, like all of them are just trying to hustle to do more for themselves when they can, because they all have jobs. And so, and I believe they all have kids for one, but she's still working hard and going to school, and she's very dedicated. And so, like, they're just all different in their own way, and they may struggle. I know some do. They don't say it, but I mean, as a mother, I know
Yeah.
because it's hard.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
so any
Yeah.
little bit that I can do, that's the only reason why I'm doing it. I'm not doing it just for me, really, because I couldn't do it without them. So I mean, I just want to help them and help other women who want to be on board, but be team members, because we got to help each other. If you don't help each other,
Yeah,
we
like a
won't get
family.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
starts on the top. It starts
Yeah.
with the leadership, right? It starts
Right.
with you. So
Right.
you have that concept and you have
Yeah.
that communication with everybody. And are they employees or are they independent contractors?
Independent
Independent
contractors right
contractors?
now. Yeah. So they work
Yeah.
for themselves.
They work for
but,
themselves.
I mean, as far as that, like, I want to grow into more, but that takes a lot more.
And they make tips and Denny's, right?
And Denny's.
And
Yeah,
Denny's.
sometimes they go to
Tips and then
McDonald's and they get,
Sometimes we get
some
McDonald's.
iced coffee
yeah.
and some
No.
chicken nuggets. and stuff like
Yeah.
So nobody pays for drinks when they're at these events because they're already paid
No.
for, right?
Yeah,
Everything's
they're
already
mo-
paid for.
Unless it's some kind of event that we have, like our own event. We've had a Michelada festival and they've paid, or we've had other events where it was my birthday and lots of vendors, and it's almost like a pop-up event. But at the actual like weddings, yeah, they're all open bar.
Open bar.
All the birthdays are geared to have, free liquor for
Yeah.
their guests. That's what it is.
So
Great.
majority of the time we do very well with tips because people aren't paying for their drinks.
Right.
Yeah.
So the bartenders are
I know
taken
you're
care of.
trying to
Oh,
make it
well.
rain.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
They should.
over here at the, what is it, the casino right here in Highland,
Uh-huh.
they have this
Oh,
the bartender,
San Manuel?
They have this big bowl in the middle
Oh yeah,
And
and
these
they
guys
get
are
it
just they're
filled.
just putting just dollars.
Yeah,
I guess
especially if they're winning.
yeah, they're just putting there. I mean, pretty soon in like an
Yeah.
hour, man, you see all these dollar bills piling up.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
everybody shares it, right? I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
Yes, they
pretty
have to
amazing.
share.
Yeah, we
the
get
same
tipped
with our
out, yeah.
events. Like if there's 2 girls, they share. If it's just one, it's all hers. I mean, that's her hard-earned money.
You have to have a bar back to hook up the bar back
Yes.
for hooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only if he's a Niner fan.
He's a Niner.
Because if
Well,
not, I don't know. I got to work for free.
Well, let me
Right.
tell you, you have a good
If
system
they're Dallas
in place.
fans, they just get Denny's.
You
and
get
that's it.
Denny's.
You
What
say
about-
you like Denny.
What about Raiders fans? What do they get if they go to
Nothing. They just
nothing?
work to show.
Nothing.
Denny's has the best season price, just saying it.
They do.
Okay.
They do.
So if a Raider fan goes to your events, they have to pay, or
They
is
get in
it-
the back
we
of the
kick them
line.
out.
Yeah,
They
they have to go
pay-
to
They get in the
They
back of the
kick you
line. They get in the back of the line. I know
Cool,
that.
man.
I know
Just
that
don't wear
already.
the gear and you're
Just don't wear the
fine.
He doesn't
Gear.
even get a 4 count. He just gets a 2 count.
He gets a splash. He's all, what was that?
a little teaspoon?
That's your drink.
That's it. That's my drink.
You're a
I don't-
Raider fan. We
I
gotta
don't
watch
drink,
you.
so
We gotta watch you, Raider fans.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. You know, wow, what an amazing interview we're having here, my dear friends,
Thank you.
with the CEO of Top Shelf Dolls Bartending Services. If you like to say hello to them, our number here is area code 323-203-0815.
Don't be shy,
That-
Paulie. All
Yeah,
of a
that's
sudden,
your direct-
send a
that's
message
our
over here.
direct
Don't be
line.
shy.
Paulie?
Don't
Why?
be shy.
Why you
Don't be
scared?
shy.
Why you scared?
Scared, bro.
To speak to
Yeah,
these
bro.
beautiful young ladies
October
here.
is coming.
Yes. No, you guys have something. You guys have something very special, don't they, Bubba?
He's like,
Yeah.
that's it. They're fired.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah, really.
Something very
Fired.
special. Something
Thank
very
you.
good.
Thank you for
'Cause
that.
that's how businesses start sometimes, you know. You just don't know where
With
you
a good story.
Yeah.
throw right in there. You go in there without knowing where it's gonna
The
go,
intentions, yeah.
and all of a sudden, whoop, it just explodes and it
I didn't
grows.
think that. I didn't think anything of it at all. I mean, I just.
Well, you gotta thank your
was doing
sister
it
for that.
Well, I think
Yeah, I
it's
know.
it starts
That's the
with,
group.
you
Does
know,
your sister
good
work with you?
intentions.
Yes, she
Oh,
does.
she does?
Every now and again.
Yeah,
She has
yeah.
2 other jobs, so she's fully occupied. But
Yeah.
she Jamaican
she
or what?
loves.
She's just,
I
she's
got
just
Jamaican.
working.
I have
She's
3.
working.
Just
What?
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, that's how you make it in LA. That's all.
I need more jobs.
Right.
You need more jobs.
You have
I
3
know,
jobs?
I work 6
Yeah.
days. I
Really?
know.
Yeah.
Wow, what do you
6
do?
days, yeah.
Six
Bookkeeping
days.
and accounting, and then the bartending
The
on
bartend-
the sides. Yeah.
Man, when do you rest? When do you take time off?
When I
Some days like
die.
Sunday
And I die.
night.
When I die, I want
No,
to
just
try. I
kidding.
want to travel the world, and my bartending money is all for that. To be honest with you,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
My bartending money doesn't pay for my bills or anything like that. It's just for me to travel. But those are my dreams, you know.
Telephone bill.
But
Where's that
but
song go?
that's literally my dream. And so like I've made a couple of posts where Top Shelf Dolls is really, you know, supplying my dreams, like really making my dreams come true.
in your Dubai fund.
Yeah.
Your
Dubai.
Dubai fund.
My
Is that
Dubai.
Dubai?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I would like to go too.
But I don't go with
Security.
there.
Come on,
49er
sister.
fans though. So.
Ah,
There's
see,
2 of
there
us.
she is, there she
Sorry.
is.
So you have a sales plan and a marketing plan already installed, everything? I mean, is that where you're going off of your marketing, your sales, and
What do you mean?
as far as
Exactly,
you
like-
going out there and getting these events and marketing your business?
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
all through marketing, as in it could be emails. I do a lot of local mixers, mixers with different businesses, and then I'll email them. A lot of marketing and social media and
I see you guys on
networking
there, yeah,
that
yeah.
way, and then it's just word of mouth because it's been
Yelp,
going
Yeah.
on. And
Instagram, all that
Yelp,
stuff.
Well, in the
Facebook.
IE where we're really concentrated, that was all become word of mouth. But
Yeah, so
then
that's good.
as you got like
know,
you know more out in the LA area, it was more of a social media because a lot of the events that I go to
Yeah.
in LA, they're always like, oh yeah, we seen you on Instagram, that's why we
Mhm.
contacted
Social media.
you. So it's usually social media that.
Where in LA do they have them? What venues up in LA?
No, there's still like mostly private
Oh,
parties,
just private
but
parties?
we do G12
did-
apartments.
Yeah, like
the-
different loft areas.
Yeah.
We've hooked up
Done.
with a lot of apartment
Yeah.
places due
They-
to meeting somebody else who actually is in the industry, and so he's kind of guided us to different locations like that are in downtown, mainly LA, and so
Yeah.
they let us do them there. We also did the
They're their
Circa.
monthly resident.
Yeah, they
events
do. They
that
do
they
it
do
like
for them.
every now, like
Yeah.
every other month they have one, and
Yeah.
so it's really good because they bring a lot of new people there, or they have entertainment there, and we've actually done their wedding that was in Vegas, the entertainment that we met at this LA loft. So it's just kind of grown, but from on Facebook. It's called Party Mamas. I don't know if you've heard of that.
No.
There's a
No.
Party Mamas LA, and so what that
Oh.
is no, not like that. But if
Party
they want to
Mama.
throw, and it has to do with a lot of women too on there, and they have their own little group. So they find people like I'm in search of a bartender, and I'm on all these groups, and so that's how the marketing and networking goes. I'll go, oh hey, message me, I would like to be there if we could, and so a lot of them have booked us from there too. So
A
that's
friend of
really
mine,
good.
she just recently started bartending like 2 years ago, and she works for the Party Staff Incorporated.
Oh,
And
okay.
she's so into it now. She loves it.
Yeah.
It's-
likes it.
really
She likes
is
meeting the
good.
It's not a
people.
job.
I know she
Yeah,
says it's like
it's
it's so
not a
fun. Had a great
job,
time
yeah.
working this weekend at different events,
Yeah.
and
It's
So
just,
is it
you
more
know,
like entertainment? Is what it is?
Like,
You
you
look
get
at it
to
that
meet
way?
all
Yeah.
kinds of
Showing
people,
a
right?
good time,
Yeah.
we're
It is. It's
interacting.
fun. It's we everywhere you go and every party you do, you meet someone new. Always you're meeting new people, new event coordinators, new event planners, new events, new potential customers.
Celebrities.
Is always.
Celebrities.
We did when we did the golf tournament.
The Oscar De La Hoya
Yeah.
Foundation.
The Dog De La Hoya. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that picture.
That
De La
was
Hoya
fun.
and
That was
his
you in that picture,
pantyhose
right?
and
Was that
heels.
you?
No,
Yeah.
he
That was
didn't.
me.
He had
How was he
sh-
looking?
he
Was
had
looking
tennis
handsome?
short. He was looking
Short tennis.
Tennis
Whoa,
shoes.
Tennis
he
shorts?
was looking that handsome. They're over here like I don't know.
Don't ask those kinds
I
of
think
questions.
we were kind of starstruck, but we had a good time. Cedric was there, and
There was air conditioning, but they were
was
still like, oh
amazing.
my god.
Yeah, it's hot in here. Yes.
In these last minutes that we have, is there anything you'd like to say to our listeners? Anybody, a message of hope, a message of inspiration of what you're doing, what they can do to never let go of
Oh,
their
yeah.
dreams? Yeah.
Just definitely keep working hard. Keep an open mind. Be humble. Always give back to those, especially who need it. Not to give up. To find something that you love, something that you have passion in. It doesn't take much to be your own boss. You'll learn then from there what you need to establish that. But you can start doing anything you want. You want. You just need to come up with an idea and just
Not be
create it
scared.
and
And
manifest
believe in
and
it.
believe in yourself and
Yeah.
believe in your work. There's
Well,
no
you
stopping.
have a good product here.
Thank
You
you.
have a very good product and a very
Thank
good
you.
business, and it's going to grow. It's going to flourish because I can already see it. And, you seems
You have
like
some
you
great
guys-
women behind you.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
They appreciate
Yes,
everything you're doing
yes,
for
yes.
them.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
appreciate that you hired
them.
them and that they have this opportunity
Yeah.
to be independent and to
yeah,
work hard.
to do
So,
for them.
Yeah.
any last word, honey?
No, I just really would like to thank Anya for the opportunity to be here. I really thank you guys for having us also. This
Thank
is
you.
really
Thank you
awesome
guys for coming.
opportunity.
It was
Thank
fun.
you.
Yeah, it
Thank
was.
you.
Yeah, this is the first for I think both of us. Oh
Is
no,
it?
she was.
I've been on
Yeah,
one,
but this is
Been
I
on-
okay.
would
So
li- I like
I'm the
it.
virgin. Sorry.
Aw.
So it was really, really a nice opportunity, and I love working with Anya. And I send her little messages every now and then. Thank you for having me as your bartender still, and I don't want to ever be terminated.
Don't fire me, please.
Don't fire me.
There's,
keep
there's some
hiring me now.
roses.
Yeah. I'll still take Denny's as payment.
Dennis is
Yeah.
paying.
Something.
Bubba?
No, what their story is really inspiring, and it makes me want to stop being scared about doing my own thing too. So hopefully we'll see if
Yeah.
I get my catering business off the ground, or if I'm gonna do,
Yes, so we can go with you.
or if I'm gonna do my hot dog cart thing. I want to do Bubba's Big Dogs and do hot dogs
Yes.
like Pinks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
You could do it.
maybe I'll stop being a little girl about it and just step up
Aye.
and be a big,
That's it.
The
be,
big
be
dog.
an adult and do it.
The big
That
dog that
is-
you
Yeah.
are.
You have
Yeah.
to do it. Start promoting yourself
Yeah.
little by
Yeah.
little. All your
Well, now I got the
followers.
show to be the Big Dog, so now the Big Dog,
Ah.
Bubba's
the
Big
big
Dogs
dog.
are
He's the
gonna
big dog.
be
We're
out
gonna
there.
grow.
We have a young lady who's going to come on board the 24th. So
Raquel
she's
only?
Raquel only.
Uh-huh.
So supposedly,
oh.
Raquel. And she's yeah,
I don't
she's
know
a
why
really
the,
cool.
the sign-in says that all the time. It
yeah,
says Raquel
no,
only.
No, it says Raquel and it says only on LA Talk Radio.
Oh,
so, yeah.
oh.
Well, we had such a great time tonight. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank
I am
you.
your host, Jesse Estevez, a.k.a. Handsome Latino. Until next time, like I say, never put an expiration date on your dreams. Until next time, next week, we have Jimmy Reyes from 104.7 as our guest. So stay tuned. Thank you so much, and God bless.
You're listening to the Chizme Talk Show with Jesse, Handsome Latino, Bubba, the Big Dog Morales, and Raquel, only on LA Talk Radio.